Next question, explain the effect of catalyst on reaction rate with example. From the factors part these questions came. Remaining next questions are problem. The next theory question is explain briefly the collision theory of bimolecular reaction. So that is collision theory question, already you know, and write the Arrhenius equation and explain the terms involved. That is also we are finished, and give the examples for zero order reactions. And next question, explain pseudo order reactions with an example. Both questions we have completed. Remaining problems. And next theory question is question number 21. How do concentration of the reactant influence the rate of the reaction? How do nature of the reactant influence the rate of the reactions? All are came from factors influencing the rate of the reactions. Remaining all are problem only. So my dear students, next we are going to learn the lesson hydroxyl compounds and ethers. Ether parts already we are finished. Remaining hydroxyl compounds. Hydroxyl means what? OH group containing compounds is called as hydroxyl compounds, OH groups. We have already learnt in 11th standard that hydrolysis of alkyl halide gives an alcohol. Hydrolysis of alkyl halide gives alcohol. So we have already learnt in our 11th standard hydrolysis of alkyl halide, that is RX. Alkyl means R, generally halide is represented by the symbol X. Alkyl halide gives an alcohol, an organic compound containing OH functional group. Already I told it contains OH group. Many organic compounds containing OH group play an important role in our body. Many organic compounds containing OH groups play an important role in our body. For example, cholesterol. Cholesterol alcohol, commonly known as cholesterol, that is an important component in our cell membrane because it will give energy for us. Retinol, the storage form of vitamin A, find application in proper functioning of our eyes. Already we know what is the uses of retinol. Alcohols also find applications in many areas like medicine, industry. For example, now we are using sanitizer that contains only alcohol. For example, methanol is used as an industrial solvent and ethyl alcohol is used as an additive to petrol. Isopropyl alcohol used as a skin cleanser for injection. The hydroxyl group of alcohol can be converted to many other functional groups. So alcohol can be converted to aldehyde, alcohol can be converted into ketone. Both aldehyde and ketone can convert into acids, like that. So alcohol functional group can convert into other functional group. So it will use the preparation of other compounds also. Hence alcohols are an important source in synthetic organic chemistry. In this unit we will learn the preparation, properties and uses of alcohol, phenol and ethers. Next topic, classification of alcohol. Generally alcohols are classified into monohydric alcohol and polyhydric alcohol. Mono means already you know, one. So based on number of OH it will classify into two. It contains only one OH group means it will come under the category for monohydric alcohol. If more than one OH is present means that is polyhydric alcohol. Monohydric alcohol further classified into two. OH group is attached to the sp hybridized carbon. OH group attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon. sp3 means single bond, sp2 means double bond, sp means triple bond. So OH is attached with a single bond carbon means that is called as sp3 hybridized carbon. If OH group is attached with sp2 hybridized carbon means that is double bond carbon. Here OH is attached with double bond attaching carbon, so this is sp2 carbon. If here single bond is present means that is sp3 hybridized carbon. And this sp3 hybridized carbon, this category is further classified into 3: OH group attached to the alkyl group, OH group attached to an allyl group, OH group attached to the benzyl group. See here, OH group attached with the alkyl group. What alkyl group present here? How many carbon present here? 2. 2 means eth. So here the alkyl group name is ethyl, ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Like that. Here the OH is attached with how many carbon it contains? This alkyl group 3, propyl, isopropyl alcohol. The name of the alkyl group here isopropyl alcohol. So in these 3 compounds OH is attached with one alkyl group. In these 3 compounds OH is attached with sp2 hybridized carbon. OH group attached to the allyl group. What do you mean by allyl here? See here, what do you mean by allyl? Next to the double bond attaching carbon. This is double bond attaching carbon. Next to the double bond attaching carbon is called as allyl carbon. If OH is attached with allyl carbon means that is called as allyl alcohol. Here also same only. Double bond attaching carbon is vinyl carbon. Next to the vinyl carbon is called as allyl carbon. If OH is attached with the allyl carbon means that is called as allyl alcohol. So here also OH is attached with the allyl carbon only. So second category is OH is attached to the allyl group. Third one, OH group attached to the benzyl group. Which group is called as benzyl? CC-H5CH2. With the benzene CH group is there, that is called as benzyl. So benzyl alcohol. So here also benzyl. So OH is attached with the benzyl. Here also OH is attached with this benzyl. So it is further classified into 2 based on OH group attached with the alkyl group or allyl group or benzyl group. Next one, OH group attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon. sp2 hybridized carbon. See here OH is attached with vinyl carbon, double bond attaching carbon. That is called as vinyl alcohol. This is the classification of monohydric alcohol. The remaining classification is polyhydric alcohol. Poly means already you know, that is more than one. More than one. Example for that polyhydric alcohols: dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, hexahydric alcohol. Di means already you know 2. So if one compound contains 2 OH means that is called as dihydric alcohol. Trihydric alcohol, tri means 3. So if one compound contains 3 OH means that is called as trihydric alcohol. Next one, hexahydric alcohol. Hexa means 6. If one compound contains 6 OH means that is called as hexahydric alcohol. For the 3 compound, 3 examples are given. First one is glycol, CH2CH2. In both N contains 1 OH. So it contains 2 OH. So only this is the example for dihydric alcohol. And this compound contains 3 OH. 3 carbon is present. In each carbon 1 OH is there. So this is the example for trihydric alcohol. And last one, hexahydric alcohol. Totally how many OH? In both end, left hand side lost and right hand side lost. In both end 2 OH is present and middle 4 OH is there. Totally 6 OH. That means one compound contains 6 OH. So only this is the example for hexahydric alcohol. So alcohols can be classified based on number of hydroxyl group and the nature of the carbon to which functional group OH is attached. Alcohol based on OH it will classify into two, based on number of OH it will classify into two: monohydric alcohol, polyhydric alcohol. Mono means single, poly means more than one. That monohydric alcohol further classified into two based on which carbon is attached with that OH, whether it is sp3 means or sp2 means. Two categories are there, so it will classify into two. It is further classified into three: sp3 hybridized carbon, that is further classified into three based on attaching of groups: alkyl or allyl or benzyl group. So this is the classification of alcohols. Next one, IUPAC nomenclature. We have already learned about naming the organic compounds according to IUPAC guidelines in 11th standard. Let us recall the basic rules to name the alcohols. First, you have to select the longest chain of carbon atoms containing, the chain should contain OH group. That is the first rule. First, you have to select the long chain and the chain must contain OH functional group. Second rule, the number of carbon atoms in the chain so that carbon bearing OH group has the lowest possible number. Next step is numbering. You can give numbering from left to right or right to left, but that number should be a lowest possible number. According to that only you have to select the order, either left to right or right to left. Third rule, name the substituent if any. If any substituent is present means have to give the name for that. Fourth one, write the name of the alcohol as below. First you have to write the prefix, that is substituent, plus root word, that is long chain name. One carbon means methane, like eth, prop, bute, pent, hex, like that, plus primary suffix, that is saturated or unsaturated. Ane means saturated, unsaturated means double bond or triple bond, generally ene or yne, ion, and plus secondary suffix. Easy only. See the first compound, CH3, CH, CH3, OH. Select the long chain. Select the long chain. This is the long chain. This is the long chain because that chain contains 3 carbon. 3 means propane. Which functional group is present here? OH. What is the IUPAC rule for OH? If OH is present means the rule is in alkane name E is replaced by OL. In alkane name E is replaced by OL. This is the rule. What is the alkane name here? 3 carbon is present, so propane. In propane E is replaced by OL means you will get propanol. OH is attached with the second carbon, so 2-propanol or propan-2-ol. If anyone asking name for OH containing compound means first you have to find out the long chain. Here the long chain is 3, that means long chain contains 3 carbon. If you know the number of carbon 3 means we can know the root word, that is 3 carbon means prop, corresponding alkane name is propane. In alcohol is present means the rule is in alkane name the terminal E is replaced by OL. So in propane E is replaced, the last E is replaced by OL means you will get propanol. If OH group is attached to the second carbon means the name is 2-propanol or propan-2-ol. The remaining we will see in our next week video. Thank you.